Hi, just a quick video. I hope it'll be quick. Lots of information, so we'll see how quick we can get it done on how to use the Universal Florida Orlando app. Very simple. You just go and download it if you haven't already. Open it up. The hamburger menu on the top left. You will probably have to sign in or create an account first. Obviously, I've already done mine because I've had it for a while. And then it will keep you in. Sometimes it'll log you out, just like a lot of the other apps. So first thing I want to show you is the wallet. And it will hold a credit card for you, which will allow you to charge things to your room as well as mobile order. And what's really cool is that you can actually keep up with the receipts. So as you'll see, this is back from when we were there in July. And also a nice feature is you can see who did the ordering. So the first is my husband, Brian, and then my daughter, Emily, on the second. And then you can click over and see exactly what it was that they ordered. You know, if you're keeping up with everything. On that note, you can actually set spending limits for your family. If you feel like that you want to allow your teenagers or some tweens time out by themselves, or maybe they're going to be, wanting some responsibility, and you give them spending privileges. You can see my son John has $50. If I want to change that, then I can go here and say 75 and confirm it, and it will tell me it's been changed. Or maybe I'm like, you know what? I don't want him to be able to charge it all. You know, maybe you have little ones and you don't want them to be able to do it at all. Then you just do that, and their ticket or room key will not be able to charge to your app, which is nice. Next up on this screen, you'll see park tickets. You will need to scan them into the app once you get them at the resort, or if you've bought tickets from a different place. All you need to do is hit that scan button, and then, of course, enter the ticket number. You can do a shortcut and hit the camera. As you see, I'm at my desk, and then just scan it in. Very simple. Now, once they're in, you will see it creates a QR code, and you can just scroll through to see everybody in your party. So I would definitely put all of the tickets into one person's app. Just makes it easy. And then you can either use the radio buttons or you can use the arrow buttons. You can do this when you're going through the gate and just maybe mom stands there and just, just goes boom, 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 however you want to do it. But it's nice because your tickets will be somewhere other than just your paper ticket. Excuse me. So you will be able to have record of it. Now, you will still need that paper ticket in the park with you for getting lockers and that sort of thing, unless you're only going to use one ticket for that. So y'all can figure that out on your own. Now, next up is park hours. You can click on theme park hours and see at the bottom for the date that is boxed. You'll see that today, Islands of Adventure was the early park admission at 9 a.m. and was open 10 to 6, and then Studios was open 9 to 5. It does change daily. This is an off-season day. If I go to the 28th, which is Turkey weekend, you will see that the hours have massively been extended to 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. with early park admission at 7 a.m. Keep in mind, with early park admission, you really need to be leaving your room, headed to the park about 35, 45 minutes prior, because you want to line up, and sometimes they let you in a little early, and it's always nice to be able to get in as early as possible. Now we go back on the hamburger menu. Holiday activities is a nice little addition that they have done. This tells you just a little bit about it, but if you click on things to do right there, the button in the middle, then you can see everything that's being offered, to include the things that require purchase. I love that they have done this. That way you don't go to the holiday treat trail and know that you don't have to spend money, which that one's kind of a given, right? But maybe you didn't know that the holiday tree hunt required a purchase, but it does. It's just this little brochure and you go around and stick stick stickers of ornaments onto the paper and you get an ornament. That's a lot of ornaments. What's also nice is maybe you don't know where the tribute store is. So you click on it, and as you scroll up, you'll see, ooh, there's a map. And you can click on the map, and the map is very interactive. You'll see that I can move it up and down, in and out with my fingers, and you go, oh, okay, that's over by that big old red roller coaster. Those of us who have been know that that is Rip Ride Rockit, but it might be something that you don't know. So it's nice that it's all mapped out for you. Going back, virtual line experience is the next thing that we want to talk about. And right now, the only one is Jimmy Fallon, and it is closed right now. This brings up a good point, though. If the virtual line is closed and the attraction is still open, Universal Express will still be accepted. So those of you who have that UEAP, the Universal Express Pass, you will be able to use it even if the virtual line is closed. Let's go and look at the other ones. So if we go to theme parks down here under Explore, and then Islands of Adventure. So this is the whole park, and you can see how it has little icons to tell you if it's a show or a water ride or a thrill ride. You can kind of see the different icons. For those of you who do not know your way around the park, that might be a little confusing. So the best thing to do is on the top right corner, you see that hamburger bulleted menu. Click on it, and now everything becomes a list. So we can scroll up and see not only the names of the things, but we can see the wait times. And it looks like Hagrid's does not have a virtual queue, and that is amazing. Normally, this does have a virtual queue, and it will be right where it says wait time alert, and you would click on it, and you would select the number of people that are in your party, and then the time that's available. And if for some reason, when you go there, it's not showing any, you can do what I call tap the app and keep going back and forth and just pretty much pound the app. And there will be one that shows up. Again, with the attractions, we've got our map down here at the bottom. So if I want to see a bigger one, I just click on it. And now I can see exactly where it's located. So maybe I'm over here at the barge ride. And I go, okay, so I've got to go up all around Jurassic Park and down and around over to get to where I need to get to. Okay? Because obviously Hagrid's, you're going to need to go into Hogsmeade. This will also tell you if there is a single rider line. Right now, there are no single rider lines, but when that becomes available again, you'll be able to see that, as well as Child Swap. If it's a thrill ride, the icons on the bottom tell you if there's a height restriction. Will also tell you if there is a test seat out front to be sure that you can get into it safely, as well as if you are in a stroller or a wheelchair that you will need to transfer out of that onto the vehicle. You're not able to just wheel it on. So as you can see, everything looks pretty good. Of course, we're getting close to closing time as I make this video. Okay. Now you'll also come back and see City Walk. That's going to show you everything. Again, I'm moving my fingers in and out. You can click the bulleted hamburger menu, excuse me, and you will be able to see what's in City Walk. Also, the hotels. Not all of the hotels right now are open, but about half are. When I click on the hotel, it not only has a phone number, which can be very handy, but it also has the places that you can eat there with the menu. Please note that the dining plans are usually not accepted at the resorts. So anytime you go and click on a restaurant, you'll actually be able to see if the dining plan is accepted. So I'll show you going back to City Walk. Well, it's on entertainment, so let me switch to dining. We'll just go look here. So there you will see that Burger Digs is on the quick service dining and also on the universal dining plan, because that is the full service, which would be your tables, as many of you would know from being on a dining plan. They also have the Coca-Cola Freestyle there, so you'd be able to refill your cup. Then you can just click on menu and see exactly what it is that you want to order, which this is super helpful, especially if you have picky people, picky eaters in your family, because then you can be able to be like, oh, I really wanted pizza and they don't have pizza. So then you can go out and go, okay, where can I go? Which I think Universal Studios is closed right now. So let's go back to the list. Under mobile food and drink ordering, and you can see where to get pizza. So obviously down in City Walk you can get pizza. But if you're in Islands of Adventure, you can scroll down and see what's open. So we know Burger Digs is burgers. We can go to Cafe 4, and now I can get pizza. Okay, so it's nice to know that, and vice versa. If you're wanting a burger, then you know you don't want to go into Cafe 4 because then you're eating pizza. You can do a mobile order with this too. You just do it like any app. Of course, I can't do it because I have to be on property, but it's just like any other fast food app where you mobile order, Chick-fil-A, Panera, Starbucks, any of those. And again, this wallet right here will be the card that it charges. And again, you'll be able to see the receipts. Okay, so this app is very, very handy. I really love this app. Super excited that they made it. This right here will show you other things that you can do. Again, that's the dining and the shows. There's a few shows that are open right now. You would be able to click it and see. This Board Spectacular is amazing, by the way. You'll see that Ollivanders has 2 stores. One is over in Islands of Adventure at Diagon Alley, and the other one is in Universal Studios, Florida, up in Hogsmeade. They are the ones that have the interactive experience, and if I'm helping you plan, then we would have already talked about that. And then down here, usually they have some kind of deal for American Express holders. A lot of times when you get a package with American Express, you will be able to use their lounge that they have over in Universal Studios next to Shrek. We can talk more about that later. Amenities, this is a big one for some people. Where are the restrooms? So you can see lots and lots of restrooms. Okay, this is great for those who are with younger kids. Even better, I can click up top where it says family restrooms. And again, it's going to show me where those places are. And even though you may not know what the names are, you can kind of tell with the pictures. So I love that. I mean, obviously that's Diagon Alley, right? Because there you see the dragon. And then we go over here, and you can tell that's Jimmy Fallon and the Minions. You can kind of find your way around a little bit, even if it is your first time. And that's it. It is a great app. I hope that y'all look through it. Please, please, please get it. Take it in with you, which means you're also probably going to need a backup battery with you in the parks so that it doesn't go dead. Let me know how else I can help y'all.